Hello everybody, I am about to basically start making my shower steamers. I have the mix already, so let's put the camera down and you can see my hair is looking crazy because it's very windy and really hot in Melbourne at the moment. So let me just pop this down and I'm hoping you can see me. So here we are. Let me just move this a little weeny bit over this side maybe. Okay, that is better. So now we've got our bowl here. I have already mixed up my mixture, which is in here. Now, if it's a hot day, which it is today, it's really, really hot, this will start to go dry super fast. So you kind of need to keep showing it a little bit of love. So this one here does have a tiny bit of mica in it. And you can see it's going to hold quite firm in my hand. If you were worried that it wouldn't, you can give it a couple sprays of witch hazel. I don't use water in mine at all. So I find the water makes it not go very hard. So now I've got everything ready in here. This is my mold that I press with because I actually have professional boxes which I've had made, and so this mold fits perfectly into them. So this one's from Lee Molds. It will hold roughly about 45 to 50 grams of the mix. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the scale, and then basically what's going to happen is every single time I take something out of it, it will tell me, so I will actually know, which is really, really good, isn't it? So I'll show you what I mean. Now, I want these to be about 45 grams. So my scale here is already saying I've taken out 49, which is perfect because that's what I basically want. And basically that's it here. And let me pop this down a tiny bit more so you can see. And you can do this by hand and just press it like that. But I do have this particular machine. I know it's a little hard to see. Hopefully this can make it easier to see. So we're just going to press it on here. This machine came from a company called Express in the US. I actually had this shipped here. And if you're in Australia, you just go on to Bath Bomb World. They actually sell them. They're the distributors for the US company. If you're in the US, just go over to Express. So it's called X and then Press. And they have all different ones as well. And so basically, you're going to take that off. You don't even need to tap mine, and you can see it's perfect. We'll just take it off. I can hold it in my hand, which is fine. And let's just pop it on there. Now, if you have any of it comes off, you know, like if you crack the corner, I never worry about that because, to be really honest, these are handmade. And to me, it makes people realize that they are handmade. And that's how I sell mine as being a handmade product. Now, if you want to sort of press it with your hand, you can do this. I'll just show you. And, you know, you can even give it a tap like that if you're worried it'll be stuck. Especially if it's humid. Today is the perfect day to make it because it is nice and warm. And there you go. That's it. The last one had a tiny little bit of watery on it because I must have had a drop of water on the inside of this. So basically, this is what I'm going to do. These will be ready in today's temperature, which is probably close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, we're in the high 30s, 40s here in Australia. Today it's been pretty hot. We've had our summer thunderstorm last night. We often get thunderstorms in our summer. Like I said, you can give it a tap if you want. You don't really need to. And then that's it. From Minnesota, darling. Hello, how are you? It's probably nighttime there because it is afternoon here. So it's after school time. The kids have already come home from school, even though my children are pretty much adults now. I only have a 15-year-old at school. But I was going to make this and I thought, look, maybe this will help. I get lots of questions about shower steamers and bath bombs. And this week, I have sold, I'm going to say 108 of these shower steamers this week. I can't remember. It's something like that. Anyway, it's a huge amount. And, you know, look, I'm going to be honest, about midnight there. Sorry, I have to really look because I don't know whether you know, but I did say it in another thing a while back. We had storms here in Australia, and I ended up getting an infection in my eye from the storm. And my sight is still not really great, so, which is not very good, is it? But, you know, what can we do? I've just got to live with it at the moment. It's 9 also in Washington. Okay, so it's not too bad then. It's kind of the time of night where you just want to sit down and watch something boring. So maybe watching me do this is like a little bit of a relax. So, and here you go, darlings. So that's what they look like on there. And this will do for one shower. Look, if you're lucky, maybe you might get 2 showers out of it. Now, so if you're having problems with your shower steamers or bath bombs going hard, usually there is a reason for it. And I'll tell you, the reason usually is you've just added too much liquid in it, or you haven't added enough cream of tartar. Cream of tartar and kaolin clay combined will make the hardest shower steamers or the hardest bath bombs. And like I said, like I can just lift that off with my hand. And can you see that little tiny bit missing? Look, I sell them like that. And these go into stores because, you know, look, the reality of it is like I said, it's made by hand. So, you know, I'm not tricking anyone that it's not made by hand. The same as if you go into a Lush store, you will see that their bath bombs, you know, they're not perfect, and that's the way that they've made their company. Like, you know, they kind of use the word organic to say, you know, look, it's made by hand, and all the videos they do show you that they do make it by hand. So, yeah, if you're sort of thinking, oh, I need the perfect bath bomb or shower steamer, you don't, because people don't care. Like, honestly, most people prefer to know that this is handmade. So the one I'm doing today, this is a blue gum. So this is blue gum eucalyptus, which is a typical Australian smell. And it comes from our eucalyptus trees, our blue gum trees in Australia. So if you buy that essential oil, that's what it usually is. And so I'll tell you, in this particular mix that I'm making today, so there's quite a few things in my bath bombs, my shower steamer, because this is a shower steamer, not a bath bomb. There is a difference, remember. These ones, I'm just going to tip that back in because there's a little bit of oil on the spoon, and I kind of don't want that because otherwise it will look ugly on the outside, so we'll just mix that back in. Yeah, so in my mix here, I have quite a few things, and I'm sorry if I don't see some of the comments, but like I said, you know, I don't have my glasses on. The camera's kind of down a little bit, but I'll try my best to see. But I'm looking at 2 things at once. So always make sure you're measuring it, and I'm measuring that because on the scale I have the bowl, so I'm just, you know, taking away the amounts in the bowl. So basically you just tear out your scale, and then once you take out 50 grams, you know that that's the right amount, or whatever amount that you want to take out. I hope that makes sense. As I said, it's pretty hot here in Australia at the moment. It's not exactly the best day to make a bath bomb because they can dry out fast. So if I sound out of breath, it's because I know I have to work fast to do these, or else my mixture will dry. And if your mixture dries, you don't want to just keep adding witch hazel and things like that, because that will actually make your bath bombs really powdery, and it'll make them no good. So as I was saying before with what I actually put into mine, so these are shower steamers. If I say bath bomb, please just ignore that. It is a shower steamer. But yeah, so basically you've got your typical bicarb. I only use 35% of citric acid. So most of shower steamers will be 50. I only use 35. That way it actually helps them to last longer. So that's why I actually do that. I get asked that a little bit. Because, you know, it's not like a bath bomb where it needs to fizz majorly. You just want the water to hit it. and help. So I also do put some cornstarch in this because that will slow down the activation as well. Of course, it has citric acid and bicarb. And then what I actually do with this is I put a mix of a few oils. Now, people have said to me, you know, you can't put oil because it's going to make people slip. It's not going to make someone slip. 1 tablespoon is not going to do anything to somebody that is going to slip in the shower. It's not going to happen. I mean, you put that in a bath bomb and no one's slipping with that. So don't worry with things like that. So yeah, and the reason I'm putting an oil in it, and I also put polysorbate 80 in it, because I have mica, so I want to disperse that a little bit so it doesn't get stuck to the ground of the shower. So yeah, so that's why I do that. And the oil in it will really help it. It really helps it to firm up and be really easy to get out of the molds. You don't have to be doing all this tapping and you know, all of that, because we all know that's really annoying having to do that in between making everything. So I hope, like I said, all of these things make sense. And like I said, I thought this may just be a really good help for anyone that is trying to make them. Now, if you're looking for a product that is a big seller at the moment, it is definitely a shower steamer. Bath bombs, I don't sell many anymore. Bath bombs are not a big seller for me now, and they used to be my biggest seller out of everything I ever made. But trends change, and at the moment, shower steamers are all the trend and bath bombs are not. But I promise you, bath bombs will come back into, you know, they will become trendy again. Everything comes in and out. So, you know, if something's not selling, just drop that and, you know, go to the next thing. All right, so let me just add a tiny bit more. So these are 45 grams. So I always add about 48 to 50 in them as well. Hello there. Sorry, darling, I can't actually see what that said because my eyesight's not good because I have an infection in my eye, which is not contagious or anything. I actually got some grit stuck in it through the big storm we had. And one of my eyes is really swollen. So, yeah, so I haven't been putting my face on the camera too much at the moment. No one wants to see me with a big swollen eye. It actually doesn't look that swollen. It just looks like I have fluid or bags under my eye, and that's because of that, which is very annoying, isn't it? But yeah, so, and I'm really sorry if I don't have lots of videos, friends, at the moment, but with the conference coming up, and of course I'll be hosting, you know, Marie from Humble Bee and Me and Jazz from Black Sunflower, because they're coming to Australia. So I'll be picking them up from the airport and all of that sort of thing. So I'm really busy trying to do everything before they come to Australia. And we have the conference. So, but even though I have the conference, obviously, you know, I've still got to keep my own business running, because the conference is something I do just to help small business in Australia, and I really hope it helps. This year, I did say the other day, a couple people have asked me how to take photos with an iPhone, so I said I'll do a little workshop in the middle of the conference, maybe at the lunchtime or something, for anyone that wants to know. That's just like an extra throw in. I thought I'll just do if anyone needs help with that, because I do take all my own pictures with my phone. So you don't need anything fancy. Look, you know, if you can afford professional photography, of course, I would say do it. Everything that you do in your business professionally will really help you. There's so many things that will help. And now I've dropped that, so let me just pick it up. So there's so many things that you can do to actually help yourself, everybody in business, you know. And I hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry, darling, I couldn't read that. I seen it come up and it flicked off before I got to see it, so I'm sorry. But But anyway, like I said, this was just a little video. I just thought I'll come on here, show you all how I'm making these. And before I go, because it's nothing that exciting, is it? I will actually show you. So there you go. So that's what they look like. Just as we've been talking, I've made those ones. You can make them fairly fast. I will definitely be getting an automatic machine in time, but, you know, it's all that big money, isn't it, friends? We all know what that's like. You know, having to just pay for things all the time, but that's okay. You know, we will get there, won't we? And I hope after this I can see the comments. Some people on their lives, they actually have an app, so then it actually keeps the message for them. But I don't have that. I mean, I'm not that advanced technically. You know, I just use my iPhone and I use the YouTube app, which only puts the message for a second and then it takes it away. I do know lots of other people use different apps. I did see Jazz from Black Sunflower used an app, which is really handy, that app. I would love to use that, but, you know, they all cost money. That's the thing, and I already have lots of apps on different things. So, yeah, but anyway, I will let you all go, my lovelies. I just thought you may want to just, like I said, see what I'm up to. But I will see you next time. Bye, friends.